All right, guys, welcome back to another segment of the Coded Podcast. Is your host Sully, and I'm here with.
Yeah, MAGA Vlanza, aka MAGA Please, formerly known as MAGA what the fuck.
So let's start there. Let's start off there. Why did you go from the name change from MAGA? What the fuck?
Bro, MAGA what the fuck? How old was I? I was like 23 years old when I made that name. And at that point in time, like, I was in a very young, vulgar stage of my life. Like, fuck everybody, that type of energy. I think it was like final year of uni. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that people made me fold, but like I didn't even like being called what the fuck. And it also became a very NPC thing. Like I came out in Nigeria and I was seeing a lot of people being titled blah 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 what the fuck. It was a very NPC thing to just call yourself like my god what the fuck. What happened was there's Issey Miyake. They have like a brand.
Yeah, I know.
Sub label
Yeah.
called is it in Issey Please. Issey Please CLISSE. But it sounded cool. It sounded like please. So I was like, yeah, Issey Please, MAGA please, let's do it. So what happened was did the photo shoot called Magacide, which was the death of MAGA the fuck,
All right.
and ushering me into MAGA please.
Would you say it was a slow transition?
Yeah, it was because even like before when I was at MAGA the fuck, I was telling people like, oh, at the beginning of 2025, I'm gonna rebrand to MAGA please. Because we even went on NTA, she kept on saying MAGA WTF. It was just so uncomfortable. The whole NPC thing of everyone just being, oh, this guy what the fuck, that guy what the fuck. I thought at that point in time I thought I was the only what the fuck, but it became I found out that every time Dick and Harry was calling themselves what the fuck as well. Like,
Secret.
somehow like in Nigeria we just have like you don't need to come with your staff, like people like this default staff. Like this guy, we just met him here and like he's just how like English like when we meet like Christians, they have like these like Christian names, Joseph, whatever, and hey, or Latunji or it's the same thing with us. It's like why am I bearing Abdullah Halil? You understand? When my name is Magan Vlaza. So I just needed to like embrace my culture a lot more because I'm proud of my culture and it's a lot more unique. If like we hear Magan Vlaza, I can do maganvlaza.com and I'll be the only website in the world. MAGA Vlanza is the real name. The whole Abdullah Halilu thing was just them Usman Fodio coming to do their thing and you get what
So I just want to know here, like you're a very big part of like the Abuja creative scene. Yeah,
an outcast.
Yeah, an outcast. So you've been banished.
No. God forbid. Who banished me? I'm a very big part of it, but like my own person. They have their community and I'm my own person. Obviously, I'm grateful to have my own team, you guys, my BTS, but like these niggas are envious, bro. Like, so they don't want me to be a part of them, so they just do their own.
So since you said you're on your own thing, and everyone there is just kind of like as a group doing the same thing, the same repertoire that I saw you talk about on the last podcast. What sets you apart? What sets MAGA from the rest?
That's a good question. I like when people ask me questions that I don't have the answers to. Wallahi, I'm just gonna like me and answer, but wallahi, I don't even know. Some people are just talented like that. Like you see Indian kids that can solve a Rubik's Cube in like 0.3 seconds or like can solve like square roots of like some number that doesn't even have a square root.
Yeah, so
Those kind of people like
kind of like a genius effect.
They don't even know how they do it. They just do it. So with me, with my photo shoots,
Second nature.
Yeah, the most reasonable explanation I can give you is that I'm a very I consume media, and I'm not afraid to tap into my inspiration. So like me, I'll see a tree, I'll look at the color palette, and I'll be like, I can translate this into a photo shoot, and I'll embrace and I'll reference like, oh, I got my inspiration from a tree, and I'm not outright copying a tree. I'm translating it into like a human being.
Yeah.
That's what sets me apart in the sense that I'm able to just tap inspiration, like, and embrace that I'm tapping inspiration. There was a tweet I saw from Holly Billions. She was like, only creatively insecure people are afraid of like referencing. Like if you're secure in your art, you reference and you're proud of it, you're like, well, this is where I tap my inspiration from. And it wouldn't be like an A to Z copy. To be like, oh, I see the inspo, but I see what he added. I don't know if you saw the Fela Kuti one that we did where like he was jumping from a picture of like a fan jumping into Fela Kuti's apartment that we recreated.
I did not see that.
I've done a bunch of references.
Yeah.
You must have seen a lot of that.
I'll say a lot.
It's blatant, but it's like you can see the influence. In layman terms, that's what I would say puts me apart.
Yeah. You spoke a little bit about being an outcast, and what do you mean by you've been outcasted in a sense? Because obviously, like people that are familiar with MAGA are also familiar with his recent Twitter activities.
Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, social media. Okay, let me just put this as simple as I can put it. I moved back to ABJ in August of 2023, and there were people that were in ABJ before August 2023, longer than I have, right? Excuse me. Please, can you excuse us? We're in the middle of an interview right now. Can you move far? Because your voice is going to get into the stuff, okay? Move, please. Far away, please. Please, don't worry. I've spoken to the guy. Move, please. As we we're saying, I moved back to ABJ. You're gonna put that. You're gonna keep that. Cause I need people to know that I'm not nice anymore. Like people are fucking with me too much. I moved back to ABJ in the August of 2023, right? And within August 2023 to September 2024, where I'll say it like where they tried to accuse me of heinous stuff that they didn't have any backing to.
Yeah.
I had accomplished a lot more than people that had been here for years, and out of envy, they chose to connive, they chose to confer.
So you feel like the allegations that were once upon a time put against you is like sort of like a calculated attack.
What was the calculated attack? What was the calculated? I'll name drop Timera. Timera was the one that started it. Timera Obiefule. She calls herself BBB with love. Her boyfriend at that time was Zaditisi, aka Otuko baby. He's down low. He's into men.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and he moved to my girlfriend. I saw that chat and I was like, because obviously, like, okay, she's not my girlfriend anymore. She's my ex at this point in time. I don't know, maybe in 2 weeks she might be my girlfriend again. But she's like, babe, can I use your phone to call someone? I give her. I'm like, babe, can I?
So you guys just really situated. You had any trust.
Yeah. So obviously she shows me, she's like, look at your friends, Zaditisi moving to me. And I'm like, yo, Zaditisi, bro, I can see you're moving to my girl. He's like, no, I'm not moving to her. I was like, do you understand? No, not even that. I was like, if you're not moving to me, man, to Debbie, let me show your girlfriend Chimera. Let me show her. He was like, no, don't show her, don't show her, don't show her. I'm like, no, no, no. If you say you're not moving to her, let me show Chimera. So I don't know, along the grapevine, Chimera must have found out that obviously her boyfriend was moving to my girlfriend, got jealous. Chimera was talking to one of my boys and we were against it because Chimera is a very sympathetic woman. I'm in a female-dominated industry. I work with so many women on a daily basis. My whole team is women. Didi, Debbie. People who say, oh, mother did this, mother is an abuser, bro, I kept quiet. I gathered evidence. I calculated my moves. Chimera went
I saw the drives on your story.
Chimera went to prison. For violating of she lives in Amsterdam. She came to France for a party because honestly, like, it's all in the Schengen area. So like it's kind of like going to like Koji State. Yeah. So she was in Amsterdam. She schooled in Amsterdam, came to Paris for a party, violated a French police officer, right? Made him bleed. It was on a Friday. She had to sleep in a cell. Because obviously court doesn't have a Saturday, Sunday. And then on Monday, she went to court, got bail, and then this was a November. She served jail time. So that's an ex-convict. That apart from that happening, I have an anonymous Good Samaritan friend that paid for her bail, that paid her legal fees. Unbeknownst to my friend, her sister, Malaika, aka Boy. I don't know why they want to not go by their real names. Boy opened a GoFundMe and he found 5,000 euros from the general public for legal fees, which they use for their personal gain.
Wait, they didn't use it for the legal fees? So the Good Samaritan already paid for the legal fees.
The Good Samaritan already paid for the legal fees.
Treacherous dealers, bro.
So it's like these girls are not the people they portray themselves to be. And obviously, because I'm gonna say it on camera, if you like cancel me, like if I want to be a politician in the future, I'll still run for office and I'll still win because there are people that have done worse that have won office. These light skins got the whole community behind them because they are light skinned, they are half caste, their mom is Venezuelan. They got the whole community, and obviously they're Ote, and like obviously we're in ABJ, the land of big suckers. If you're Ote and like and you come from abroad, everyone is behind you, right? So they managed to like get everyone behind them. Do you get what I mean? And it was like, it wasn't a thing where I could even come on and speak my truth, because there's sometimes that like if you come out and start over explaining, you look more guilty.
Yeah, it's kind of like
In the year,
trying to avert association. Yeah.
people will be like, this guy is guilty. Like, why is he talking too much? Why is he so? I maintain my silence. I put out a statement, which I regret putting out. But I put out a statement I regret putting out a statement because
Put out a statement.
yeah, I put out a statement like,
Statement.
I was talking about, like, we're gonna take the legal rules, all of that. We proceeded with the legal rules. We paid the lawyer. I'm not gonna talk numbers, but we paid him
A considerable amount.
in the end. Yeah, but that didn't go anywhere because the petition we filed that it was taking too long. You know how Nigeria now. We were gonna involve the Interpol, but Interpol, because she's in Amsterdam, we have to involve Interpol. Nigerian Interpol is not trustworthy like that. You can involve Interpol and they'll be telling her that, oh, you have a case with Interpol, with Nigerian Interpol, come and pay us so that we'll kill the. And it was gonna cost us about 8 million naira. And I was like, you know what, yeah, I've healed. I know that I'm not guilty. I'm just gonna attack niggas on the internet because all of you are complicit. All of you are complicit. Like Nebi, you're out here talking about you're out here talking about your witness, so me putting myself on you. The same witness that you mentioned, Nebi, aka Nabila Usman, the witness that she said that she saw that she was claiming. I tested him, I was like, yo, etc. Did you see any acts of sexual misconduct against me and Nebi? He said no. So like it's like it was all
Okay, so
no. It was all a coordinated attack against my character that did not work. Because all of them are broke. And I'm making more money than their fathers are seeing. Deadass. I can show you my statement right now.
so are they bitter that you got more money than them?
No, they're not bitter that I got more money. They're bitter that I've got more talent than them. They're bitter that I could easily, like, it's second nature to me. Bro, we did this today. We planned this today. We didn't, when you catch me like Millennium Park 330, I was still with my dad talking to him. Do you know what I mean? So they're bitter that these things are like second nature to me. And I was able to come to Abuja and within the space of 1 year and monopolize the industry. And the thing is, I didn't even
Would you say you leverage your connections or your pre-existing connections, or you started from scratch?
No. I leverage my pre-existing connection.
Okay, all right.
Also from UK. But it's not even that. It's a thing where it's like, I didn't even monopolize it. I'm putting niggas on. Like, the people that are dragging me on the internet that decided to go with the light skin. I brought.
Wait, so did this light skin? Did it Shemara and sister? Okay, all right.
I put them onto opportunities, bro. Like, I posted a screenshot on my Twitter. Like, I'm like, bro, you know me, I'm very organized. I have a whole document where, like, I keep all the invoices that were sent to me.
Yeah.
There's people that I put onto, like, gigs that I paid in full. Do you understand? And just for me to find out that you switch sides, I understand if I was guilty without, like, beyond reasonable doubt and you switch sides, like, that's fine. But like when it's something like a light-skinned woman coming to say she did this and that, where it hasn't gone to court, you're my friend. And
So the initial allegation here, because I saw something on social media, on TikTok particularly, from a creator, Nunu.
I know Oyedepo. She's also complicit because she was in a talking stage with a lover and he sent her news and she posted it on her group chat. She took the screenshots and posted it on her group chat. So she's also an abuser by definition. Do you understand? Revenge porn.
Revenge porn.
Yeah.
That's a serious crime.
She is conflict like bro, no
country is she in, by the way?
she's in Milton Keys, but like
That is a serious crime in the
she keeps talking about I'm in England, you can't do nothing. Girl, you're on a TFO visa. All of us are on that TFO visa. Like, you've been in the UK, what, 1 year, 2 years? Ain't shit. You're gonna come back to Nigeria. Just like you're acting like you're a British citizen, talking about I'm in the UK. She's complicit as well. Do you get what I mean? But obviously, because the light skins have more power over the civilians, like, they took that narrative and all these other people that wanted to tap into that clout. What happened was that girl, she's like 16 years old, 17 years old.
Oh,
And you know that when you're 17, it's like you want attention. You want to be like, I'm the feminist, I'm the women's protector. She took that narrative, she made like 8 videos about me, just beating around the bush. Because up until today, she ain't never mentioned the name. No name, no victim, no nothing. Do you know what I mean?
could you look at the anonymity. Maybe she's keeping anonymity.
There's no anonymity because the girl that she's trying to even protect is Alex Olaniyan, who DM me and tell me she DM me to tell me that, oh, like there was no acts of sexual misconduct against me.
Yeah.
There was no acts of sexual misconduct against me, and Tamara just took it out of proportion because she didn't even tell Tamara. She told Zaddy TC, that's Tamara's guy that she was seeing there.
Yeah.
And Zaddy TC now went to go and tell Tamara. And when she told Zaddy TC, she didn't even tell Zaddy TC with the intention of him blowing it out of proportion. She was just like, do you get what I mean? And mind you, this girl was 17 years old at an adult party that I was hosting. Do you get what I mean? And obviously, as a host, you're gonna go table by table, making sure everyone is good. You know that, oh, you're having a good time, or like, you know, dancing, you know, like, you need shots, you need to do pour. Bro, that was all I was doing. Little did I know that this girl was 17 years old. I don't know whatever she told Zaddy TC. Zaddy TC told Tamara. Tamara put it on her story because of her personal agenda against me. Do you get what I mean? Just for her to like text me 8 months later. We're gonna put the screenshots on the page.
Yeah.
She just for her to text me 8 months later, like, she didn't even say I'm sorry. She was just like, I didn't mean for it to go out of proportion. I'm like, girl, you have no case. You let people slander me for 8 months. You let the internet ridicule me for 8 months, and you never came to my defense for once. And you're coming 8 months later to explain yourself. Yo, out of here. That's what I told her. I'll put the screenshot up. Do you know what I mean? None of them have a case. I grew up with 7 sisters. I respect women more than anything. I work with women. I know. Look,
And the boundaries.
girls, when I was in England, I was the type of guy to switch lanes when a woman was coming on one lane. That was because I didn't even want them to have that fear of, what is this guy?
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I grew up.
We held your gender as a man accountable.
Of course, I grew up very well trained. There's nobody that will come out and say that I have ever done anything, you know, I've sexually misconducted myself towards them. And if they have, please, we're not gonna make it public. Let's go to the police station.
So you're willing to stake your freedom on it.
Let's go to the police station. If you're a false accuser, you go to jail. If I am guilty, you sleep, you go to jail.
I don't think there's any like punishment for false accusations.
Yeah, but there is. If you drop racks in Nigeria, trust me, if you drop racks, if you falsely accuse me, we go to prison and they find out that you falsely accused, I'll drop 100K, 500K. You sleep in cell. Even if you're not gonna go to jail, you sleep in prison that one night. Okay, let's do it. Put it everywhere. MAGA, what the fuck said this? AKA MAGA influencer. AKA MAGA please. Let's do it.
So there's no dice that any of this happened.
Bro, if there was like, it could have been deeper than this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you think about it, all that stuff happened there, and then a couple, 3-4 weeks later, everything died down. I go back to my work. I was making money. Like, I'm making more money than all of them and their fathers combined.
Okay, so now
I just got booked in Lagos. I don't know. Like, no, like, you saw me.
that you do good trip to Lagos, a top
artist in Lagos. I'm not.
and we onto the project is up.
So, you know, like, all these Abuja artists, like the TC, them, like, bro.
Like, no offense that it's easy, but like
And
I have no clue. You are like, I'm not familiar with the ABJ thing.
Look, he's so zesty that his stage name was Zaddy TC that he had to change it.
Yo, you might need to show me his Instagram.
Yeah, he had to change it to Too Cold Baby because TC Too Cold Baby, but like his name is Tochuku. So Zaddy TC, and I'm like, what kind of stage name is Zaddy TC? Like, you, I don't want to use. You get what I mean? Like, you, like, zesty nigga. Do you understand? So like, he had to change it to, now he goes like Too Cold Baby. But it's like, bro, I did it for like a top artist. And let me just put it out there, like, me being a victim, we just put things into perspective for me about how many people that were not as vocal as me went through the same shit and just had to bear the stigma of like, I'm an abuser, aka Cambage, Louis Cambage. All of you say, oh, Louis Cambage, he's an abuser. Louis Cambage is innocent because I've seen sex tapes of him fucking niggas bitches, and there's moaning and they're looking into the camera and it's consensual as fuck. I've seen about 100 of them. He's fucking your niggas bitches and your niggas boyfriend because he's bisexual. But obviously, because you guys don't like that shit, you niggas go on the internet and say he's an abuser, is this, is that. Louis Cambage, he is innocent. And quote me. And it, bro, you guys, if you guys want to cancel me again, what's the worst that can happen? I'm not gonna be a stylist again. I'm a civil engineer. I'll go to the site and I'll build a fucking skyscraper. Are they going to say we're not going to give you the contract because you called? Just be for real, man. Be for
But
fucking
but
real.
I don't know like how much role does reputation play in the Abuja creative scene?
It's nonsense. Bro, a week after, a month after,
The allegations.
I got like a 1.5 million naira job.
Wow.
The people that are spreading that narrative are brokies, bro. All these no now I would say drug addicts that came from Akwa Ibom, Calabar, that their parents sent them to come to this thing now Abuja for university because now it's a good university.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? It's them. They all know
No shade to now, by the way.
shade to now, shade to now. It's like, you know, they are on the like 200k allowance per month, 300k, maybe the richest are like 500k, 700k. But what's even 700k? 500 at most. The richest of the richest. They're the ones, their opinion holds no weight because do you think like a woman in her mid 30s that wants me to like start a birthday shoot for her will be following now children to cancel me?
You already got like your demographic, so it's more of like if you got it, then they can book you.
Do you get what? Thank you.
So a lot of up and coming people, businesses that are probably
Starting off,
they can
maybe unless you're my friend. Like if you start a clothing brand, bro, if you start a clothing brand now, and you say, Maga, I beg, how far? I want to come and do a campaign for me. I'm gonna say, oh yeah, let's do it. Give me like one shirt. Give me like okay, give me like one shirt or like two trousers. I'll do it for you because there's that friendship and we yeah, yes, that we have that. It's not like you're not a stranger.
Yeah.
You're not a stranger because obviously not even in the future, you've come through for me. I can't even count. Sorry, you've done BTS for me a billion times. Why would I not be the one to come and now give you a fee? You know, we have that structure, but like it's like if you're just like if you're a stranger to me, I don't know you from Adam.
Okay, so now we want to get into like the people you've worked with distancing themselves from you. Obviously, we've covered the siren singers.
Right.
Or is that all there is to the siren singers? Just Chimera, is that the TC?
Chimera, Natana, most that's sorry. Chimera, Malaika, what's that girl's name? What's her name again? Anu Oyedapo. Then there's this light skin quote unquote Jade, Stephora, this girl with heavy arm.
Okay, so those are the people that actively like launch this and against you. Then they go like this. They go like what you refer to as the backup singers.
Oh no. The main propaganda, the main agitators were Chimera, Malaika, Anu. But it was coordinated attacks in the sense that they calculated social media, like different social media platforms to come from me. So Malika did it from Twitter. Her tweets got like 40,000 views. Timari did it from Instagram. She had like about 4,000 followers. And you know, these kind of things is spread. So she must have gotten like maybe like, video on a story. Yeah. She must have gotten maybe like, let's say 1,500 views on a story. But it was not just random people. It was like quality people because I know her. I know she lives in Barcelona. She lives in Amsterdam or almost all influence. So it had impact.
Yeah.
And then I know yeah, that TikTok.
TikTok, yeah.
You know TikTok, even if you today if I start plucking grass on TikTok, I'll get 1 million views. So yeah, that one she got like 80,000 on the main one, and I think she followed up with more just trying to monetize off her. I think they did like what 10k, 3k.
But she's not on 10k followers though. You gotta be on 10k to be like monetized. I think I checked her.
Maybe not say monetize, but like trying to blow off like like you know. And what happened was
I don't know how I feel about trying to.
No, do you know what? Do you even know why she did that? She was trying to save face because she had already been in the public's bad books from the news.
Yeah, to the eggs
So this was kind of like a redemption arc
for her.
which to a degree
Willing to save you.
Yeah. And the thing is, I'm so happy everything that happened because there's a line in Jay-Z, the Jay-Z rant in So Appalled. Let me just put this out there. I've been a Kanye fan since I was 10 years old. This is a side comment.
That's just a fantasy.
Yeah. So Appalled. Jay-Z says, die and be a hero. Or
live long enough to be
become a villain. And that's exactly what happened. Because if I died, quote unquote, figuratively, if I died August 2024, I'd have died a hero. I've lived long enough to be anti-establishment. It's like I don't want to use buzzwords that would get this video censored. They killed me in September 9th. 2024, 7 p.m. They showed me. And one thing is that if you choose somebody, you don't feel that again. A dead man cannot die again. Once you choose somebody, he's dead. Do you know what I mean? So it's like the day I died was the day I became a villain. Obviously, there was a bit of recovery after that because there was a lot of emotions. It's like, why are these people portraying me to be who I'm not?
Yeah.
But from there on, I was like, oh, more like no mercy in my heart. No mercy in my heart. You guys have already cancelled me. So if I'm going to go on Twitter and drag you niggas, I'll drag you niggas. Because what's the worst that can happen? You will cancel me. Someone that's already unfollowed me on Instagram. Are you going to go and follow me again? Do you understand? I don't know if you get my logic. You already cancelled me. So like I feel that I'm at a point in my life, I'm gonna use Kanye as an analogy where Kanye is my role model. Fuck what you niggas think. Kanye is always gonna be my role model. Like Kanye died when he made the comments, the anti-Semitic comments, where they froze his bank accounts, he lost his partnership, he got all that stuff. That was the day they drew Kanye. And that's why Kanye can come on Twitter now and say F the
So nothing to lose.
not.
So would you say you're now in a nothing to lose
I mean,
mindset?
I have nothing to lose. And if I lose anything creatively, I'm a civil engineering graduate with a 2-1.
Eh.
Whom his father is tapped into that industry that could put him through in that space. I'm not trying to brag because I don't like using or mommy and daddy's. Do you know what I mean? So I have nothing to lose because as I did an analogy like what 10 minutes ago where I was like, if you cancel me because of this, like if I'm developing
Building a building, a skyscraper.
yes,
Yeah.
I always go and say you want my skyscraper because they cancel me on Twitter. I have nothing to do.
Okay, so now let's talk about like we've talked about the siren singers. Now let's talk about like the people that sort of echoed or little bit.
All these them bleach. He calls his name bleach because I think he poured bleach into his brain and he's a stupid boy. His name is Ekon. Adam is there. Yeah, and then we have his girlfriend community pussy. Her name is Vanessa. She goes by Nessie 404. They echo the a lot of people are complicit, and then we had this like as I said before and knock these Harry Pit, Gabty.
That
We have DJ. I think DJ is a decent DJ in all honesty, because
yeah. You're not going to let the hate. You're like
that's what
you're not gonna say lies. Yeah.
one thing about me is like if you're good, you're good. You're good, you're good.
It's like, yeah, I don't fuck with you, but
Thank you. So I think Jade is she's a responsible DJ, but she
yeah.
yeah, she actually I don't say what's funny about the Jade. She's complicit because there's this boy at 3 a.m. already where he carries 190.
Say 3 a.m. already is work.
He carries one 1950s camcorder and
You like his work, right? You're like, but
you see, I've recommended that guy to like more than 10 people. He moved back from Ukraine after the war broke down. I was one of the people that ABJ. I recommended him to so many people. When Solis came to ABJ, I facilitated that. When Show Me Your Boundary needed the VHS camera recorder, I facilitated that. My birthday, I facilitated that. This boy, when that shit broke out, he DM me on some, sorry, we don't affiliate with abusers. That shit for me apart.
he wrote.
He passed it on. So all the things from his business account.
But wait, this is an allegation, not a convicted.
Yeah, but you know she's light skin now. So once you're light skin, you already have how this one.
But like the whole like sorry we don't work with abusers is should just there are better ways to word it. It's like
as my
sorry
friend,
bro, like water is hot right now.
especially as someone that put you on, and guess what? He went around because he has an older sister that was my setmate in NCSC.
Yeah.
And I have a friend that's dating her. And obviously, let's just say through the grapevine stuff, they heard that him and his friend were conniving to, beat me up when they see me. Do you know that I met this guy at a friend restaurant lunch and he gave me his hand to shake? Now, obviously, out of cordiality and just being like civilized, I shook his hand. But like, I was just looking at him like, what an idiot, bro. Like, you cannot even back your chat up. You say you're gonna beat me up, you see me in real life and give me a hand to shake. Now, let me tell you what's funny about him because he also got allegations, abuse allegations. However, he wasn't guilty. What happened was this Jade girl, they were fucking, right? And then obviously, yeah, I mean, they had an event at Pico, right? They had an event at Pico.
Wait, is Jade like an influencer?
Influence with you. I be maybe like million to the first. Influence with you. I mean, come on, Joy. We just white skin DJ that oh young girls oh. She see the fucking right. She seen him. Yeah, like you all need to bring the lawsuits. Like I'm not afraid of lawsuits. Like at least you don't I'm not afraid of lawsuit. I'm not. Yo. Do not bring the lawsuit. No. Don't sue him. Sue me. Beat me. Like I'm not afraid of this. So Jade, what happened was, bro, don't be afraid of losses. Losses cost like 3 million naira. None of them have that. I got 3 years to turn a lot. That's what I'm saying. They don't even have stuff. It's like yeah. So don't be afraid. All these verbal is verbal. They just get their friend that finished from law school and you just tell them to write letters so that they'll scare you. Nobody's ever gonna sue you. Trust me. Moderation. I saw this feminist for having sex with Cambridge. Well, I mean, Cambridge is not a convicted rapist, but because alright, so what happened? Because Roxa was saying, yes, I'm bleeding for that. So what happened was, because Roxa was saying, Jade was fucking 3 a.m. already, right? They were having sex, cunnilingus, whatever the technical term is. And there was an event at Pico, and she saw him talking to another woman. Do you know what this girl did? She went back home, posted on her story, yeah, 3 a.m. already was on Ibiza. Wait. Just because she saw him talking to another girl and she got jealous. Wait, even Trim already has done the whole gone to the fake visa out. Say yeah, and I was so happy when I saw that. I'm still defending him. He's not a visa, but I was happy that he went through that to see how things can get out of context. So this girl got in her feelings so bad that because she saw a guy that she was fucking talking to another woman, she went on her story and called him an abuser. And that's why it takes is one allegation. And that's why these like Lagos people they laugh at Abuja, man. Because we have a crabs in the barrel mentality where it's like, you know what crabs in the barrel means? And okay, so if you put crabs in they start pinching each other. They will not allow if one crab gets they'll try in the hopes of using that crab to get off. They'll bring you but then everybody falls down. Everybody so like if you put 30 crabs in the barrel, nobody's making it out. Because once one crab starts making out once one crab starts making out. That's some new vocabulary right there. Crabs in a barrel. Yeah. I'm gonna use that. That's ABJ for use that. That's really ABJ. That's ABJ for you, simply put. So it's like I mean, but I think it's kind of crazy how they didn't see any evidence and they just ran with the whole thing. Because I'm pompous now. I'll come out and say I'm the best. And people don't like that. Now that we've talked about how these people have taken away your flowers here, like who would you give your flowers to? Etin. I give my flowers to Etin. Etin the shooter. He's never into any of that controversial stuff. Aisha Katalum, I love you so much. I love Aisha Katalum so much because Aisha, you are the only Ote woman that never turned her back on me and actually gave me a listening ear, despite having a lot of Ote friends that were turning their backs on me. And you're actually a beautiful woman and a very good model. Because she's not all these girls now. She's cool. Yeah, she's just look. She's on her own. She went to interior design school in Italy. She again portfolio. Yeah. I think the room, I think the shooter, choreographer. I respect you so much because it's like you built yourself from ground up. I didn't work at room. Like you're in a different league. I don't even want to. I don't consider you an ABJ creative because like your bag is different. Off the top of my head, I saw that you mentioned Ogosi. Alright, we're gonna do it slow. Okay, he's gonna go. No, Ogunsi. You're like I'm like 6, 7 years older than you, but I give you so much respect because of the way you carry yourself. And I see you being bigger than me because not only are you talented in this field, but you like not only are you talented in this field, but you carry yourself in a way more mature way than I see your peers. We will give you your flowers any time of the day. You are like I want you to be bigger than me, and there will never be any distance. I know how much talent I see in you. I have to stand up and say this. Ogunsi, I give you so much respect.
No, that's the end of it. True, you can take your time on that one.
No, because because like Ogunsi is like, I don't want to disclose his age, but Ogunsi is like, for his age,
He's ahead.
Ogunsi is going to Paris for Paris Fashion. Like, yeah, no,
Ridiculous.
yeah, like,
Wow.
yeah. When we age, I was in secondary school doing fuck shit.
Okay, so we're running out of daylight right now, and we just want to round off. And what I want us to round off with is like where we've already seen where MAGA has come from, where he is. Now we want to know like where is it from here now?
Where it is from here right now is that
Firstly, do you feel like you're at the bottom right now?
bottom of what?
Like just of all this nonsense.
No, I'm at the top, baby. You think I'll let a bunch of 14 now should you put me at the bottom?
Damn.
Obviously, I'm having relationship issues with the love of my life, which is really disturbing me because that's a woman that I've been in love with since 2017, December 23rd, 2017. December 16, we met. And I remember she went to England because she's a British citizen. And I remember Trump got inaugurated January 2017. And I remember like we had it all and all, I don't even need to go about Trump and the rest, but that's the woman that I've been in love with, been in love with on and off. I always have been possibly in love with that, but like, for 10 years. So I'm disturbed that I'm going through this with her.
Or was there like some internal stuff?
I don't want to speak on her behalf.
No problem.
I don't res-
I respect that.
People think that, like I'm scared of canceling her, like I won't be a stylist. Like fuck being a creative. Like, my life doesn't start and end up being a creative. I'm a 2-1 civil engineering graduate. Let's start there. I'm a 2-1 civil engineering graduate, okay? I'm gonna go back for my master's, come back, start a creative agency and do real estate, develop buildings for my father,
So it's establishment has already been done. Now it's empire building time.
make real money, not all the
Zombie contracts.
not all the creative 300k, 400k. I never heard 300k, maybe when I started. But all this like chicken change. Do you get what I mean? We're talking about like selling the beauty for like 700 and making you like 10%. That's the kind of bag that we're trying to get into. You understand? And so all these small children, they can continue trying to be like stylists and all. I'll do it as a hobby. I'm not gonna do it as what I want to feed my family on. Yeah.
This is what MAGA is on. And I'm really glad that I was able to interview him. And thank you so much for coming on this show.
Hey, not easier, man.